Okay, so I gotta just talk about especially the fan cast of the fan cast for characters of the Marauders fandom thing. Um, and we obviously have the one who's usually fan cast as Regulus Black, Sirius's brother. Um, and I say usually, and when I say usually, I mean there you would have to look very hard to find someone else who people fan cast Reggie as. I'm just gonna keep calling him Reggie because Regulus is an awkward name to say. Um, Reggie is almost every single time fan cast as Timothy Chalamet. He is just Timothy Chalamet. Um, that's who he is, and not even just fan cast. His whole characterization is just Timothy Chalamet. That's just what he is. He is so baby girl. He's so baby girl. Never mind the fact that he's a Death Eater. He's so baby girl. Come on. He also dated James Potter before James started dating Lily, and then they got married the same year, or the year after. Um, Fun times, fun times. Um, this fandom is just angst. It's just a lot of angst and a lot of 70s music, um, which is great, awesome. Finally gonna have a use for that David Bowie photo that I had in my drawer for no reason. Anyway, so there's Timothy Chalamet, aka Reggie. Who is Baby Girl and the Death Eater. That's basically just what the Slytherin Skittles are. The Slytherin Skittles is one of the three groups. So we have the Marauders, the main four. James Potter, Remus Lupin, Sirius Black, and Peter Perry, the rat. I was going to say his name, but moving on. So there's those four who are the Marauders in the same year as them. So starting Hogwarts in 1971 as well are the Valkyries, who are Marlene. Don't remember her last name. Mary. Don't remember her last name. Um, Lily Evans, who later becomes Lily Potter, and sometimes other times not, Dorcas. They're the Valkyries. Sometimes Dorcas is a Slytherin, so they group her in with the Slytherin Skittles instead of the Valkyries. But I like her being in the Valkyries. Because that gives us a good balance of 4 to 4, and the Slytherin Skittles already have enough people. So moving on, the Slytherin Skittles are the other group after the Marauders and the Valkyries. The Slytherin Skittles are called that because I think it's a headcanon or a joke that that's the name of their group chat because they're all gay Skittles, you know. Um, and yeah, and they start Hogwarts in 1972. So they're a year younger than the Marauders and the Valkyries. And Dorcas is a character that bounces around a lot between the two groups in different fanfics and in different headcanons. Um, but I was talking about fan casts. Okay, so continuing. Uh, and Reggie's in the Slytherin Skittles. Because he's gay. And because he's Slytherin. So yeah, the Slytherin Skittles are all baby girl Death Eaters, except for Dorcas. Dorcas, that's why Dorcas bounces around because she isn't a Death Eater, and sometimes she isn't even a Slytherin. She's the one who's pointed out in the photo as being killed by Voldemort himself. And in the headcanons, she ends up being killed by Voldemort. Be no, she. Oh yeah, she ends up being killed by Vol. Oh shit, my mom's calling. Okay, damn it. Anyway, um. So yeah, I was talking about. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Because yeah. So hmm, literally forgets the names of all the characters. Dorcas gets killed by Voldemort because Marlene and her family get violently murdered by, I think it's actually by some of the people in the Slytherin Skittles. Um, um, fucking Barty Crouch Jr. Um, we baby girlified him so much. I mean, it was easy to baby girlify him. He was played by David Tennant in the movie, but we baby girlify him so much. And I say we, as someone who got in the fandom today. So this is my very limited understanding of what the story actually is in this fandom, because none of this shit is canon, none of this is real, even in the already fictional world. This is fiction of the fiction. This is not even fan fiction. This is fan fiction of the fan fiction of the fiction of. I hate J.K. Rowling, and that's I hate her. The entire Marauders fandom hates her. That is the premises of the Marauders fandom, basically. It existed before, but then it gained a lot of weight after all the young boys, and which I will get to in a minute. I will get to that. I mean, I have gotten to that because of this part that I talked about the music. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So Dorcas gets killed by Voldemort after Marlene gets violently murdered because Dorcas and Marlene were a thing. And Dorcas would be a big fucking threat after the love of her life was fucking murdered. So, you know, he's like, yeah, I better go, kill her. She's scary. This hippie gets scary after the love of her life gets fucking murdered. Anyway. Oh yeah, then there's, I'm just talking about the Valkyries now. Then Mary, oh wait, hold on. So those two die. Marlene and Dorcas die. Lily dies. We all know Lily dies. That's part of this fucking story. Harry's an orphan for some reason, so Lily has to be dead. So Lily's dead. She actually is the last one to die of the Valkyries. Marlene gets murdered. Dorcas gets killed by Voldemort. Lily gets killed by Voldemort. And Mary either goes to Dumbledore to offer herself to take care of Harry, and Dumbledore refuses and obliviates her so she forgets all about it and goes back to living as a Muggle because she's Muggle born. So she could just go back to living as a Muggle and forget everything about the Wizarding world. Or more heartbreaking, which is my favorite version because we hate happiness in this fandom. More heartbreaking, she obliviates herself because all of her friends are dead. Great. So, That's all the Valkyries. One of them survived. Also, they're called the Valkyries because they're badass women. And they do not get the recognition they deserve in this fandom, which is why I've been giving them so much screen time so far. Because they apparently they're not talked about enough. Which they should be. Come on! A fucking badass punk lesbian and a badass hippie. I think she's bi. And but that's Dorcas. And also, Mary and Dorcas are often headcanoned in the fandom, and if they're not, you're gonna get stoned to death. You're not, but like people are gonna look at you weird because it's a very popular headcanon that they are black. But their fan casts do not reflect that. Um, and I hate that. We need to. No, Mary's fan casts do. She is often fan cast as that girl who played Sid's best friend in I Am Not Okay with This. Which is a great show, and I hate Netflix. They keep canceling great shows. Fuck the shit. I wanted to see the rest of that. That was so good. I related to Sid so much. I don't care that she has superpowers that killed her best friend slash crush's boyfriend. Did that happen? I'm pretty sure that happened. Yeah, no, that happened. She exploded his head. I relate to that. Relate to the super. I somehow relate to the superpowers. Um, that's good fucking writing. But anyway, this is not about I am not okay with this. This is I was talking about the fan cast for Mary. So Mary's fan cast is that girl or the what's her name? I'm trying to remember the name of the actress, but I can't. So the one who plays Susan in Tick Tick Boom. Hunter needs to watch that movie. And I'm gonna make him watch it with me. So and that's actually funny because that leads me into my favorite fan cast of this entire fandom, which is the fan cast for Remus Lupin. And that fan cast is none other than Andrew Garfield himself, love of my life. Sorry, Hunter. Fuck it, Andrew Garfield. Just Andrew Garfield. Just Andrew Garfield. He's a great actor. He's a great singer, and he knows about the fan cast for Remus. He knows it. He knows about it. He is aware of that. Oh my god! Let fucking someone in this fandom please write a movie. Let us agree on the timeline and let us write a fucking movie and involve all of the ships. Not all of them. We don't have to involve the very crack ship ones. There are crack ships in this that make no sense. You know, there's one where Reggie, James, and Lily are all dating, and that doesn't work in my head because Reggie and James works because it's like so we can't have James and Sirius because Sirius is in Wolfstar and that is the Bible. We cannot go against Wolfstar or we get stoned to death. Fair. So what if instead of that, we have himbo Quidditch boy, golden retriever guy, saves very posh, very posh, very black hair, very abusive family, saves that guy, and we gay and cute and angsty and fluffy, and but we would have that with Sirius Black, but since Sirius is in Wolfstar, what if we get his brother Reggie instead? What about that? Eh? Wouldn't that be fun? That would be fun. So then they do that, and that makes sense in the way that they write it. But um, it never makes sense, the three of them, because we all know that James and Lily are literally endgame. They literally die together. Um, but Reggie and James make sense because of all this established thing that goes to building that. Um, but Reggie and Lily, never, absolutely never, going in absolutely different directions. I think the way that it works, trying to reconcile two ships, is that Reggie and James dated before James and Lily dated. Um, so it was like Reggie and James dated, and then Sirius found out about. He didn't know about them dating. Sirius found out about Reggie taking the tattoo that means you're part of the wizard Nazis. Um, the dark mark, is that it? It's the dark mark, right? Yeah, it's the dark mark. And if it's not, you can stone me to death. No, you can't, because I'm not against Wolfstar. Uh, that is the only reason why someone would be stoned to death in this fandom. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah. So so Sirius finds out about the dark mark, about Reggie taking the dark mark because his family pressured him into it. Um, uh, and then he doesn't tell anyone about it. He keeps the secret to himself. He knows why it happened. He he's very cautious of him now, so he starts to keep an eye on him. So so that's how he finds out that him and James are dating. And he's like, "Oh, hell no, that's my dog." Uh, oh, hell no. Um, and he goes like to tell James, "Can you get your brother a friend?" Oh my god. Um, so then he goes to tell James about it, and he tells James about it like, "Dude, you're dating a Death Eater." He's like, "I'm not dating anyone." "I know you're dating my brother." "Dude, he's a Death Eater." "He's a what?" "He's a Death Eater." "Well, fuck." Then he confronts him about it, and then they eventually break up. He tries to save him for a little bit, because that's what he does. But it doesn't work, and eventually they break up, and that's when he gets with Lily afterwards. Like after a while, he gets with Lily. So that's how they reconcile the two ships. And they usually don't spend a lot of time on Jilly. That's the name of the ship. Because because we already know that they get married and have a baby and die. So they usually don't spend a lot of time on their relationship. Uh, fun, fun times for everyone. This relationship feels very dreary, but you know, better. I think it's better. I don't know why I'm saying it's better, but it feels better to me. Uh, uh, he's a very baby girl. Reggie's very baby girl. And so are the Slytherin Skittles. They're so baby girl. They're all Death Eaters, and they're so baby girl. They're wizard Nazis, baby girl wizard Nazis. What is this fandom? What is this? Anyway. What was I gonna talk about? So I've talked about um so I was talking about before how Mary and Dorcas are usually headcanon to be black, but Dorcas's fan cast, oh no, they do reflect that. I'm just stupid. Uh yeah, they do reflect that, but she's usually like in fan arts she's seen a lot with dreadlocks, and in her fan cat, I'm sorry, I saw fan art of her with the dreadlocks and her whole like grunge aesthetic thing, and like I saw that and I was like, yeah, that exactly. This is exactly uh the energy that I need for the relationship between her and Marlene. Fucking Black Cat Marlene and Orange Cat and Orange Cat Dorcas. That is the energy. And um the fan cast for Dorcas give more Golden Retriever than Orange Cat. Um, and nah, we need Orange Cat vibes up in here, not Golden Retriever. Um, that's James. James is the Golden Retriever. Um, James is the Golden Retriever. Um, no, he's actually a deer. Fuck off. I'm gonna start crying. Where was I? Oh yeah. So James. Speaking of James, I was talking about how Mary and Dorcas are headcanon as black. More recently, um, uh, James is headcanon as being um usually Desi, sometimes, yeah. At least like in a lot of fan art, he's seen with darker skin. Um, and his dad is fan cast as Oscar Isaac, which I am here for. I am here for that. Oh my god. Um, Also, both of the fan casts for Mary, love them. So fucking hot, both of them. Absolutely. Like when they showed them side by side, like when they showed them separately, I was like, wait, is that not the same? No, it's not. They're different people. Oh my god. I'm I was kind of going blind at this point. I was 3 hours into these video essays. Um. Oh yeah, and one of the headcanons for one of the not one of the headcanons, one of the fan casts for James more recently is Dev Patel, which great, love that for him. And James is usually headcanoned a lot as speaking Spanish, especially to his dad. Um, and not James, Sirius and Reggie are headcanoned as speaking French, especially Reggie, speaking French to his dad, because he is very scared of his mom, so he doesn't talk to her a lot, but speaking French to his dad. Um, because there's this headcanon, this fandom that the black family is a family of French origin, which we have no evidence to support that. We just said, yeah, What you gonna do about it, champ? By champ, we mean J.K. Rowling. Um, um, we should never call her champ. Absolutely not. She does not deserve to be compared to baby girl Telemachus. My brain does this fucking always has I always have to do mental gymnastics when trying to say Telemachus or Temalucas because those names are too fucking similar. Um, and Temalucas is a canonically difficult name to say because Barney in the first episode, I'm talking about Dead End now, because Barney in the first episode, uh, like after Pugsley gets possessed, he says we gotta save Pugsley from to the demon guy. Oh my god, I love Barney. He's so funny. He's so great. He's so gay. He's trans and Jewish and fat, and I love him. He has blue hair. And I love him, and he has blue hair. That's fantastic. Oh, and his evil clone has green hair. Oh my god, his evil clone is. Oh my god, it hurts me to watch the episode with their evil clones. It just hurts me so much. It hurts. It genuinely hurts me to watch the episode with their evil clones. Norma's evil clone has braids. She has like two braids and it freaked me out when I first saw that. Also, Norma's clone is so punk rock that I was like, whoa, that's cool. And then she's a dick, and I was like, that's not cool. Obviously, it's a fucking evil clone. She talks bad about Norma's podcast. About Norma's podcast about the paranormal activity. Norma would be such great friends with Dipper Pines. Norma Khan and Dipper Pines would be the bestest of friends. They would just talk to just sit down and talk and not stop talking for hours. They would interrupt each other and the conversation would just flow like that. Such easy best friend chemistry. It would be amazing. I need a crossover fic for that. I'm gonna write that. I don't care. If anyone's still watching this, and if you want to start a roleplay server, a crossover roleplay server with Gravity Falls and Dead End, and maybe we could sneak in some Owl House as well because that would be cool because we know for a fact, and it's not actually for a fact but it's not technically confirmed. It's basically confirmed, so it doesn't really matter. That Stan was married to Ida at some point, and so if anyone wants to, you know, make a roleplay server where we do a crossover with Gravity Falls, Dead End, and the Owl House, that would be great. The Owl House would absolutely not fit into this. Yes, it would because it's a different universe. No, it would be in the same universe. Gravity Falls and the Owl House are in the same universe, and Dead End is in another universe. They're got it. But we could do a crossover. It doesn't matter. We disregard the canon. We don't care about canon rules here. That it's just in the same. It's just in the same universe, and it's just in the same universe. Ford would absolutely know about Dead End Paranormal, about about Phoenix World being home to a bunch of demons and ghosts. But whoa, we're not gonna brush that aside. We build that into the lore. That would be great. This was a Marauders rant. What am I talking about? that's a little aside for anyone who's actually gonna watch this. Um, Hi, this is my second rant. How you doing? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. But anyway, so yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the rat. We don't care. I don't like most of the fan casts for Peter. Um, um, I like how some people fan cast him as Louis Capaldi. That makes sense in my head for some reason. Um, uh, anyway, oh my God, Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield. Who do people fan cast Sirius as? I completely forgot. Who do they fan cast him as? I forgot. I don't think I like any of the fan casts for Sirius. That's why I forgot. But Andrew Garfield, my beloved. Oh my god. He's great. And he fits both of the vibes for Remus because uh in a pre all the young dudes world of this fandom, he was very sweaters and tea and books and chocolates and reading and very cozy sweater paws, um, and all that stuff, and very that kind of thing and stuff. And then all the young dudes rolled around, and he's all fucking leather jackets, chain smoker, bad boy, guy liner, not guy liner. I just made that part up right now, but it's probably canon in some fanfic, and if it's not, I'm gonna write it in. I'm gonna write for this fandom. I don't care. I am going to. I'm already planning two things. I'm planning that stupid. I have too many things to do to be trying focusing on this. Oh my god! I have a test next week. I have a test next week. I have a test next week. Oh my god! It's Friday. I have a test on the 23rd. It's the 18th. Oh my god! It's the 18th. Oh my god! I have a test. It's the 18th, right? I have a test on the 23rd. God, I need to study. I need to study. I shouldn't be thinking about writing fan fictions based on fan fictions, based on fan fictions, based on fan fictions, based on fiction. Fuck J.K. Rowling. The Marauders. Discuss that one. Don't remember the fan cast for him, but he's been talked about. I was talking about, yeah, so Andrew Garfield still fits the vibe of Chainsmoker Remus. He just does. Very bad boy energy from him sometimes. You can feel it. He's a damn good singer, Andrew Garfield. He is. He just is. I love Tick Tick Boom. It's such a great movie. Great movie. When people ask me who my favorite Spider-Man is, I always say, does does Spider-Verse count? Because if it does, I'll be here all day trying to justify my reasoning for each and every single character being my favorite. But if it doesn't, than simply because I don't like the movies of, and I don't really like any of the other Spider-Man movies, so I'm gonna just go with Andrew Garfield Spider-Man because one, I know he's unpopular. Two, those are the movies where Gwen Stacy is a character. Three, he's Andrew Garfield, and you can take it up with the HR department. The HR department is me, and I have a flamethrower. But yeah, Andrew Garfield. Just Andrew Garfield. Um, but yeah, if we're talking Spider Verse, my favorite Spider Man is Hobie Brown. I'm sorry, I cannot resist a punk person. Okay, fucking look at him. There were people online saying he's ugly. People are blind, like, and racist as fuck. There's a lot of racism surrounding Hobie and Pav. Like the racism surrounding Pav. Like what the hell? The look. I know I've been talking a lot about how we baby girlified all the Death Eaters as the Slytherin Skittles, but the baby girlification of Pav is just racist because of the baby girlification of Asian people in general. Like they they usually get really like baby girlified, um, and not in a good way. Pav is a fuckboy. That's what he is, bitch. He's not baby girl. He's a fuckboy. He is the only spider person other than Peter B. Parker who is in a relationship. Dude has a girlfriend. Like, come on. He's not baby girl. He is not baby girl. He is a 14-year-old fuckboy. He's 14, right? Yeah, he's 14. He's younger than Miles. Miles is 15. Hobie is, I choose to believe that he's 16. That is what I choose to believe. Wait, no, I'm 17 now. I choose to believe he's 17. Oh my god. Yeah, but he could be any. Yeah, no, he could be any. No, he can't be. He can't be 16. That's not allowed in the canon age gap that he could be. He's between 17 and 20, I think, and I choose to believe he's 17. I'm pretty sure. I know he has to be older than Miles. Miles is 15, stated by himself in the second movie. And Gwen stated in the first movie that she's older than Miles by 14 months. So she's currently 16 or 17, depending on birth. I mean, 15. Depending on where in the year we are and where their birthdays are. We know that they're 14 months apart, their birthdays. So, like, if Miles was born in January, she was, she's older than him by 14 months. If Gwen was born in January, we know that Miles was born in March of the year after that. So it would really depend on where we are in the year, but it's most likely that Gwen is 16 in the second movie as well. I choose to believe that Hobie is 17 and Pav is, I think, canonically 14. So he's either 14 or 13. No, he's 14. I choose to believe that their ages are all very, close together. It makes more sense that way. Why am I talking about this? I was talking about the Marauders. I think I ran out of things to say about the Marauders. Anyway, I'm gonna read all the young dudes, and I'm gonna write a lot of fan fiction, And if anyone wants to do that roleplay server, that was a crossover between Gravity Falls, the Owl House, and Dead End, please, 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 please tell me something, because I am going insane over the fact that Netflix canceled this. Netflix cancels all the good queer shows. They could have canceled Heartstopper. I don't like season 2 and I haven't watched season 3. Anyway, I will end this by saying Andrew Garfield, my beloved. And I am so glad that he's the most agreed upon fan cast for Remus. And that there's this huge whack conspiracy theory that the person who wrote All the Young Dudes is actually Taylor Swift. Which, no thank you. Please. No. 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 I would not allow myself to like that fanfic if it was written by Taylor Swift. My brain would not let me like it at all. Also, some of the edits are like so well done that the actors who have never been in movies together, it just seems like they're talking to each other like in the same room. Some of the edits, some people can edit this thing so fucking well that it makes it seem like the actors would actually like in this scene together, and they're not. There's a scene where they're doing it's between James and Reggie, and they make it seem like Timothée Chalamet and the guy who's fan cast as James, who I don't know the name of, is just, what the hell? Also, one thing, best hair in the actual like Harry Potter movies is a toss up between Bellatrix and Narcissa. I swear, it is. I love Narcissa's hair. I love her hair. I also love Bellatrix's hair, but like that's just a given. But it's a toss up between those two, and I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, this is my second rant. I hope you enjoy and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please, 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 I want that roleplay server, please, because the high school one that I had with Hunter and Blair, and there's other people there, but I don't care, died. So please, please. I don't have the money. I'm in serious debt. Oh, Josh Rubin, you are so funny. Drop out. My newest addiction. Actually, no, my second newest addiction, because now it's Marauders. I'm going insane. Yeah. So that's it, basically. Goodbye. Subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. I want subscribers. I'll do something. I will read fan fiction aloud in the I will read a My Chemical Romance fanfic. It's completely safe to read in the server. I will read My Chemical Romance fanfic in the server, in the VC chat, in one of the VCs. I will read My Chemical Romance fanfic out loud for everyone who wants to listen. I'll make a fucking event out of it if I reach 100 subscribers. So please subscribe if you want to see that madness.